Alright, what's going on guys? It's BubZz here bringing you guys a brand new video, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a bit of a different video on my channel. Now today we are going to be discussing the new mechanics on Fortnite. Now I know that these have been out for a few days now, and pretty much the consensus is that they're really bad. I mean, even like bigger streamers like King Richard are saying like, these mechanics are pretty trash. And even last night, he was getting really pissed off of the game, and even today I was getting pissed off of the game because of these new mechanics. So in the background, you guys are going to be seeing a little bit of a Season 2 gameplay, which is when I think the mechanics of the game were extremely perfect. Just honestly, the best mechanics that Fortnite ever saw. Now, this is a bit of an older gameplay, and I'm not very good at the time in this gameplay, but it is a win with like 8 kills, so if you want to stick around for that, then make sure you do that. Also, there's a really nice snipe at the end, so I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. But basically discussing the differences and what I think they should remove from Fortnite, honestly, right now, as of the current update. I honestly feel like they should remove slow swapping, because at the end of the game, you'll see that I quickly swap to my sniper and get a nice little snipe for the win. And honestly, I feel like they're really catering to like bad players and stuff. This is kind of random, but like these are just my thoughts on the game. Honestly, I think that they're kind of ruining it. Like they're kind of catering to the kids who are going to be gone in the week, not the people who are actually putting time into the game, like me and a lot of my other friends who actually want to get good at the game and try to like, actually be able to outbuild people, not just throw down a porta-fort or something stupid like that. Or, just, for example, today on my stream even, kids are, like, creeping around in corners with shotguns. By the time that you whip out your shotgun, they've already shot you. Like, now instead of seeing really good players in the top few people, even top 2, you're getting these noobs that are just hiding for the entire game, or, just keeping their shotguns out and hiding in a building, like I said, and just shooting you in the back all the time. So the players that are trying to rush are kind of getting destroyed by the kids who really shouldn't be getting that many kills. I feel like Fortnite is kind of, like I said before, catering to the noobs and not really giving us better players, just like, so I feel like it's kind of unfair to the people who've been playing for months. They're used to the older mechanics. If they wanted to have the slow swapping in, they should have had it since the beginning. And honestly, just the fact of double pumping is the reason why they're doing this slow swapping and all these different changes. I feel like they wouldn't have touched the game if double pumping didn't get so big. But I mean, you still see Daquan and Myth and all the bigger streamers still double pumping even on the newer updates with the slow swapping. So like, really what they're doing is not really changing anything in my opinion. I think it's pretty stupid what they're doing. And Fortnite needs to get their stuff together. Like, I feel like they should have just left it to where you could swap back to your pump. You just like Season 2, but you can't carry more than one pump or some shit like that. But then they'd probably make it like you'd only carry one shotgun at a time, which would honestly just ruin the game for me because I don't really like being limited. I like that they have 5 inventory slots that you could actually just kind of choose what weapons and what healing you want to take. You're not limited to like, here's 2 healing slots and here's 3 weapon slots, for example. So I feel like Fortnite should honestly just go back to Season 2, maybe with a few tweaks, like the Season 2 mechanics. Like, as you can see, they're pretty perfect, honestly. So honestly, I didn't even go over what they like kind of changed in this patch that I dislike. The things that I really dislike are the quote slow swapping that they added, and also the damage drop off. I'm actually okay with 100% accuracy, but I feel like damage drop off is just like really stupid for a game like Fortnite. But anyway, just going back to the slow swapping thing, it's kind of inclining people to want to camp more, honestly, which in turn will slow down the game. But the reason why I say it makes people want to camp more and kind of creep around is because you can't just rush and like switch to your shotgun or like any other gun except for the AR really quickly anymore. The ability to actually switch over to a weapon really quickly is something I really liked about Fortnite when I first started playing, and even up till now. For example, I really enjoyed like being able to shoot with an AR and then quickly switch over to a sniper. For example, one time when I was streaming, I shot down a guy's wall and quickly swapped over to my sniper before he could rebuild to be able to get a nice little quick scope snipe across the map. Now, I really couldn't do that. I feel like it's ruining some of the game mechanics that really should be in the game and be able to be done, because if somebody's actually just camping somewhere, you should be able to quickly be able to destroy their stuff and just get the easy kill. Now, is there actually like a lot of luck involved in killing a camper by knocking down their wall and then being able to snipe them? Yes, it's not like super unskillful and super easy, but it's not like this aspect of the game should be really like impossible. I'm feeling like they're removing a lot of the fun stuff that made me want to play the game and go for quote clips on the game, and it's kind of just ruining the whole experience for me. Like, I get so mad at the game now because a lot of these noobs are just being able to decimate like good players. The amount of times I've been snuck up on and shot in the back by some kid who has no clue what they're doing because of this new update and not being able to turn around, build, and then shotgun them is actually like ridiculous. Alright, so moving past that, as you guys probably understand my frustration with, the new slow swapping, we're going to be moving on to the first shot accuracy and damage drop off. So moving on from that, we're going to be talking about first shot accuracy and the damage drop off that they recently added as well. Now, while I like first shot accuracy and I think it's a good part of the game, I really don't like damage drop off, but with the two together, you kind of have to have damage drop off with first shot accuracy. For example, you could literally like laser somebody with a scar, 2 shots to the head, it would be like 150 damage, and that would be like really unfair if you did first shot accuracy. So I could see them adding damage drop off with first shot accuracy, but even when you're shooting and just spraying, it does damage drop off, which I think is pretty stupid. If you're not standing still and letting the first shot accuracy go, I don't think there should be damage drop off. If you're just using the normal shot with normal bloom and everything, it should have stayed the same. I just feel like they're making it so that there's less damage. It's kind of slowing down the game. Like, you can't really, quote, laser people anymore. Like before, you could kind of adjust your aim slightly here and there and make the bloom work in your favor and just like laser people. I think that was actually a good part of the game, honestly. It made it go quicker. If they're standing still and not building, they should be dead. Like, it shouldn't have all this damage drop off and make it so that they don't take as much damage and maybe even get out of the situation. Like, the main problem here is that these bad players aren't able to utilize the most important part of the game, which is building. I feel like Fortnite is empowering these noobs to be able to just like kind of run away instead of actually just getting shot and dying where they really should be. Because if they're taking like 20 something a tap instead of like 30 something a tap with like, you know, even the best AR, it's gonna make it easier for them to just run away and not build. And it's not teaching them like, hey, you're getting shot, you need to build. Building is the name of the game, and I feel like Fortnite's kind of straying away from that. They're just kind of making it more weapon based, which I think is stupid, honestly, because it is like a building game. And these noobs who, you know, have just started playing and like don't realize like, hey, I have to learn how to build, are just getting empowered, and it's pretty stupid. Like, there's not really any learning curve for them because I didn't used to build and I wasn't getting wins. I was saying to myself, why am I not winning? Why am I getting second place? The moment I started building is the moment I started winning a lot, and I feel like the people who don't build are getting taught the wrong way to play the game, in my opinion, which, you know, they're getting taught like, hey, I don't have to build or anything to be able to win this game, even though it's a really building based game. The amount of times I've seen 2 noobs top 2 is just ridiculous now, honestly. I just don't really understand how these people are getting top 2 when all these good players are dying near the beginning. It's kind of stupid. It's like saying that pushing is just dumb and you should just camp. Like, that's not the name of Fortnite. The name of Fortnite, in my opinion, is to be able to build and quickly kill your opponent. And what this new update is doing is basically taking that completely out of the game, and it's just kind of ruining the experience for everybody. Like, all these noobs are starting to win, and it's kind of just ruining the experience. Like, all these bad players are able to win while the good players are sitting here kind of wondering why they get like 20 kills and can't win the game. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of this gameplay. If you do enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like. Without any further ado, I'm gonna leave you guys to the gameplay. Peace.
Distanced yourself from the whole thing.